to the Team Lawson channel. I'm Theresa.
I'm Mike.
And we're millennials and we're making it. On our channel, we discuss all things that meet within the intersection of a millennial marriage and special needs parenting.
We want to create a community that's both inclusive and encouraging.
Before we go another further, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's our goal to make it to 1,000 subscribers before we reach our year anniversary.
Also, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell to let the algorithm know that you think we're awesome.
And join the rest of the Team Lawson family on Facebook at Team Lawson and Instagram at Team Lawson225 so that we can keep in touch outside of YouTube. So, today, it's late night, date night.
Yes.
We're eating Popo Express. Is it in the thing? I don't know. And we're going to talk about how we manage topics that we disagree on. I have come to terms with the fact that there just will be things in our marriage that we do not agree on. True?
Facts.
Yeah. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't work together cooperatively in our marriage, even though we disagree, right?
Right.
So, one of the first things that we disagree on, which is actually a new disagreement, is, drum roll please, spanking. To spank or not to spank? That is the question. And I guess we should put a disclaimer. When we say spanking, we mean corporal punishment that is not considered abuse. And I know there are some people who consider all corporal punishment abuse. And, yeah, I hear you. But the law does not consider all corporal punishment abuse. You can spank your kids legally. And we're talking about the legal kind of spanking, whether you agree with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of spanking we're talking about. We're not talking about beating your children with fists and with belts and with having them kneel on rice and those abusive, like, people used to do that for real. Why are you laughing?
That's not a spanking.
That's the type of corporal punishment that people would use. They would literally have them kneel on rice.
But the topic is to spank or not to spank.
Yeah.
That's not a spanking. That is a form of corporal punishment, you're right. But that's not a spanking.
So that's not what we're talking about when we're spanking.
No.
So we used to spank Macy. We used, normally it would either, the only place that she was hit was either on her hand, on her bottom, or on her thighs.
I never hit her thighs.
You hit her bottom?
That's it. That was the only place I hit all the hand.
Yeah. Large body parts with either a hand as a swat on the bottom or a swat on the hand, or we used pink stirs before. That sounds so awful. Oh my gosh.
I didn't use that.
And you only use your hand?
Yeah.
See, I'm heavy-handed, and so for me, it was easier to use something that I would wield more responsibly.
Mm.
And I say use to spank because we don't spank Macy anymore. We have not.
Well, I swat at every once in a while, but not really
Please
spank.
stop swatting at the child. So I personally believe that spanking is, forgive me if this is offensive, but you won't have to be mad. I believe that it's a lazier version of parenting. I believe it's easier to get a point across. I don't believe that easier is always better. I think there's always a better option than spanking. And it usually is going to take more work. And I think that's why people spank. Because they oftentimes don't want to put forth. I mean, there are some people who fall in the category where they feel like they are biblically mandated to spank their children, otherwise they're not being good Christians. And that ain't what the Bible say. You can say what you want to. It ain't what the Bible say. That's often how it's preached. But that ain't what the Bible says. The Bible also says to stone your children if they're disrespectful. So, you gonna stone the child if she's disrespectful?
Shoot, what the first rocket? No, I wouldn't do that.
He played too much. But, and so if there is a better way, then I'm going to opt for the better form of parenting because I want to be a better parent to my child. It's as simple as that. And she's getting older. And yeah, like I don't want, and Miss Jenny talked about this when we went to counseling, when we did the parenting counseling. No, no, Miss Jenny. Well, you don't even work at some place now. But
Miss Jenny.
Stop. But she basically said spankings get more progressive as a child gets older. You're not going to spank your child the same way when they start talking back as a teenager. And that's a lot of times how these abuse allegations start. Parents just go too far. And yeah, so no, we don't spank Macy anymore. And she knows that she doesn't get spanked anymore. We talked to her about it. The other day, I still have a horrible habit of threatening to spank her when she gets on my nerves. And the other day, I said, Macy, do you want a spanking? And she told me, I don't get pow. That's what the child told me.
Who she told that to?
She told it to me.
All right.
He was standing right there. Yes, you are. She was walking past me in the living room. I said, we handle this, without beating her. But she is well aware that spanking is a form of punishment that we do not allow in this house because we don't hit each other. And me not hitting her is the same reason I don't hit him. Because I'm an adult and I don't need to be putting my hands on people when I can use my words. What?
So you don't put your hand on me every once in a while?
That's watching when you get on my nerves.
That's a form of hitting.
You just hit me on my butt twice today.
That's different.
I got a catfish plate, by the way. Michael's eating chicken fingers.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I guess I got to tell my side.
Yeah, go ahead and tell your side.
So, I incorporate spankings because, like I said,
you do not incorporate spankings.
I'm one of the biblical
You do not
people.
incorporate spankings.
Would you let me finish?
You just said you
speak my piece?
Michael,
I didn't interrupt your segment.
Stop. No. I want to make a clarification. Macy does not get spankings.
I'm not saying Macy gets spankings.
You just said you incorporate spankings.
That means I'm with spankings.
No, that's not what that means.
Okay, I'm with spankings then.
Okay.
Hey.
He's team beat your kids. Go ahead.
Oh, he's interrupting, bro. So anyway, I'm team beat your kids. Like I said, I'm not saying beat them for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of parent, but I do believe you should talk to your kid first before, give them a few times before you do your spanking. You know what I'm saying? But talking don't work, in my opinion. Let me clarify that. Talking don't always work for every kid. You know what I'm saying? Some kids, they'll push you to your limit, test you, I feel like they'll test you to see, if you're going to do what you say you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they can get away with something. So, I believe at a certain point, you should spank. But I think also, another thing Ms. Jenny said, you should save spankings for the most severe stuff. I'm not saying, beat your child for getting on your nerves or nothing like that. I'm not advocating that, you know what I'm saying? But I do advocate.
Because you wouldn't have a kid. You beat them to death if you beat them when they got on your nerves.
Exactly. So, I'm saying, for the most severe stuff, I think you should. That's when the spanking should come in. So, I ain't telling you to make your child kneel on rice, like Theresa mentioned. But
people used to do that.
I know. But I think for the most severe stuff, I think, you should eventually implement, a spanking or two here. I'm not saying beat the child to death. You know what I'm saying? Jesus only got 39 lashes. I'm not telling you to give your child that many lashes, but...
You trying to give her lashes now?
Well, not lashes. You know what I'm trying to
I
say,
know,
man.
I mess with you. Go ahead.
But, just, I think some, you got to have some type... Even if it's just a ruler to the hand or something, you know what I'm saying? I think... I'm not saying this part of the hand because that was touch. I'm saying maybe here...
That's worse. You break somebody's hand like that.
Yeah. My hand's fine. But, that's my opinion on the spanking matter. Like I said, save it for the most severe stuff. I'm not saying beat the child to death or beat it for everything.
Can I talk now?
Let's go ahead.
I think there are two reasons why spanking is considered to work. One, because the goal of spanking parenting and non-spanking parenting is different. I think I think parents who spank their children, the goal is to get their child to behave they want them to behave, the way they want them to behave.
Okay.
And that I don't think that that is the goal of parenting. I think the goal of parenting is to teach a person how to behave and to teach them how to learn how to behave.
Nah.
And I can appreciate when their child is younger. There are some situations that they just have to. It is what it is because I say so. Because it's too dangerous for you to wait to explain it to them. But I really think spanking is about control. You want to control the child's behavior immediately so the child doesn't embarrass you.
No.
What?
Well, no. I will say some parents do that, but it depends on your motive. On why you beating that child. Now, if I'm not beating I don't think whooping a child. You should whoop a child for control and dominance and all that.
People do.
I'm not. I just said people do. I don't disagree with that, and that's the people who doing it for the wrong reasons. I'm not doing that for the wrong reasons. Or what I do, why I think it should be done. Like I said, and I think you should explain to your child after you do it why you did that and why they shouldn't do that, to show that it's not about control and dominance. It's also about teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I tell a child, hey, don't touch that stove, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? And they go over there and touch that stove anyway, they're going to learn why I said, you know what I'm saying? Don't touch it, it's hot. Well, you know what I'm saying? I think, it's the same for discipline, spanking a child. And when that child touches and burn his hand, you explain, this is why I said. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all in your mindset and your motive when you spanking a child. Now, like I said, if you doing it for dominance and control, I want you to act the way I want you to act, then I agree with you. That's the wrong, motive and wrong reason to beat a child. You know what I'm saying? But I think, if you're spanking a child to help that child and to help that child understand, why you did what you did and why the child was wrong, then I don't think you're in the wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? You're using it for a teaching moment and not a dominance and control moment. I don't think you're in the wrong for spanking.
But here's the thing. I do think I would spank the child you were too. I was probably beat. But I don't think that the spankings I received helped me learn from my parents anymore. I don't think it did anything toward building a relationship with my parents. If anything, it damaged the relationship that we had. And of course, we were able to repair it because they weren't beating me all the time, But it created rifts and damages in our relationship. And I think that can very easily be avoided by just parenting a different way. I don't think you saying spank them and then explain to them. I don't think the child is more apt to listen to you after you hurt them. I think they're more apt to listen to you if you have a relationship with them. And I'm not downing you or your parenting. I think part of the reason it's easier for me to get Macy to do stuff sometimes, like you'll be calling her, and I'll just, and it goes either way. It goes
I
either
get
way.
more of that than you do.
Huh?
I get more of that than you do.
With the calling and calling. But I think...
No, not calling and calling.
What?
You can call, and he be like, Michael. And I said one time and she'll, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more... I guess I'm more...
But I think it's easier for me to get Macy to do stuff because she trusts that, one, I'm going to help her, and two, that we have built that relationship that if Mama's asking me to do something, like, it is for my good. Like, I'm not just asking her to do stuff that she don't want to do because I'm trying to control the situation. And so my mama would do this to me all the time, and she can still do it to me. She'll ask me to do something, and I don't want to do it, and it's obvious that I want to do it, and she'll say, "Baby, go do it for Mama," and I'll just do anything for my mama. And so part of my parenting technique is I've built the part of it, do it for Mama in our relationship. Like, you don't want to do nothing for somebody who is hitting on you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're not going to change each other's mind on this. So how we manage the fact that I do not want anybody hitting my child, and I don't hit my child. With he feels that spanking is a part of parenting and it should be used is, can we parent her without spanking her? So far, yes, and so we don't spank her. It's just as simple as that. You know what we didn't do in the last video?
What?
How are we doing at working together as a team?
I'm so glad we did.
Why?
I ain't feel like doing all that.
How are we doing at working together as a team?
You're doing good. You've been more affectionate. I appreciate it.
Yay!
I appreciate it.
What I need to work on?
When you come up with an idea and I don't agree with it, don't be quick to get angry just because I don't agree with it.
I don't like it when we disagree on things.
I don't like it either, but I'm not going to always be like, oh, that's a great idea.
I feel like you never like that, though. I be having some good ideas.
Theresa, I mean, no disrespect.
I feel disrespected.
Don't feel disrespect, but I mean, yeah, that may be good to you, but every idea, your idea might not be the best for everybody. Just like my ideas might not be the best for a lot of my ideas. You be like, no, Brother Lawson, that's not a good idea. Okay, I mean, it sounded good to me. It just don't sound good to you. But when somebody give you, hey, well, what about this? You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad and no, we keeping that. That's good. You know what I'm saying? It might not be. I might not like it. You know what I'm saying?
What have I done that for recently?
The thing for our videos.
What?
That little saying you came up with, and I asked you why we can't say this. And you know what I'm saying? What about this? And you got mad about it.
I didn't get mad.
Yeah, you did. You had a whole attitude.
When?
I
don't think I had an attitude.
Yeah, you did. And I left it alone.
Because you be criticizing myself and they be nice ideas.
I'm not criticizing.
Okay.
And if that's the thing, like you said, you can't take helpful criticism or what they call constructive criticism.
Because criticism is a sham.
Oh well, I mean, like I said, like I just said, it was flat out stupid or nothing like that. I said, why we can't, what about this? Why we can't say this instead? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if somebody pitch you another idea, I mean, you gotta get mad at them for trying to be helpful. If that's the case, I keep my comments to myself.
I don't want you to do that.
Yeah. You're gonna be getting angry when I counter something or ask you something. What about this? And then that's what
I didn't get angry.
I sure felt that in my spirit. You was frustrated if you wasn't angry.
I was a little bit frustrated.
See what I'm saying?
Because I was trying to hurry up and get it done. And then, too, at that point of the day, like, you were being kind of grumpy. And everything was just like, no,
Theresa. I was not grumpy when I was counting. I was asking you a question.
No.
Everything ain't me always being grumpy.
But you were grumpy, because that was first thing in the morning.
Okay, Theresa, but I was a little tired. I apologize, but I wasn't grumpy at that moment. I was asking you, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm trying to help you out. If you're going to come with this, man, this might sound a little better. You know what I'm saying? Say this instead. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be no jerk.
Okay. You've been really flexible and patient with some of the challenges that we've had in the past few weeks.
I know, I got a challenge right now.
I know. Sorry, hon. Something you did yesterday. I was like, oh, I wish you would do that. I can't remember. It must not have been too serious. What could you do better? I got to get a haircut. What could you do better?
I get a haircut.
I'll do it after we finish recording.
No, I'm going to see about the blower motor after.
Oh, anyway.
Look.
What could you do better?
Thugging. Be
no.
more of a thug.
I want you. This is what I want for you to do. Sit up and start rocking because I want you to listen.
I'm listening to you.
I don't know how that looks with you rocking in the video though. It might look crazy.
Bitch, you ain't want people that be like this and stuff.
Ain't no telling how it look. I want you to be consistent and consistent with your videos. No, that's not what I want. It's not just consistent. I want you to be
More adventurous.
right. I want you to explore more ideas with your videos. Like, we got 89 subscribers right now. Trying to get 1,000 by our anniversary date in July. But like, yeah, like, do whatever you feel like doing. You have permission to do whatever you want.
So, Team Lawson audience, this is what I need from you. I'm listening to what she's saying. I did not disregard what she's saying. This is what I need from you. I do like comedy, and I am going to start eventually a video gaming thing on this platform once I get what I need. But
by what he needs a PS5. They're sold out everywhere. I don't know what he wants me to do.
If y'all got the hookup, holler if you hear me. But anyway, give me some comedy ideas. What would you like to see me do? You know what I'm saying? Would you like some more?
You can do gaming on your PS4 now.
You're absolutely correct. But that ain't what I want to do.
I know it's not what you want to do, but until in the meantime, in between time.
They do got PlayStation Plus for 2 years for $60. I might go get that. I might need you to handle that for me. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Y'all want to see some more Leon Lonnie Jackson? Or y'all want to see something else? You know, give me some ideas. And if it's great ideas, I definitely will act it out for y'all and have those videos for you every Friday. But Sister Lawson, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you tell the people where they can find us?
We already did that, but you can give us a call at our Google number 504-252-0531 or contact us at our email address teamlawson225@gmail.com. If you have some video ideas and comments that you want us to give to us on our videos, we have a P.O. box too. It's down below. Don't ask me what the P.O. box number is. If you want to send us any correspondence, and that's it for me. We'll see you in the next video.
God bless you.